Today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute barbell leg workout. You do this as a follow along with me. We're going to use compound lifts only. I've got a 40-kilo barbell loaded, that's about 88 pounds total weight, and I'm also going to use a pair of 12.5-kilo dumbbells, that's about 28 pounds each, but make do with what you've got. I'll be using a rack, but you can do this whole workout without one, and I'll also be using a squat pad for some glute bridges, but you could use a towel or just do it with the bar on your hips. It just makes it a bit more comfortable if you've got one. Anyway, let's kick off this workout with a brief bodyweight warm-up before we get into the main strength sections. For this warm-up, we've got 4 exercises, 30 seconds each, running one straight into the other for 2 rounds, starting nice and simply with some bodyweight squats. If you start with your feet about shoulder width apart, slight turn out to the toes, you're going to turn the knees out to match. So squatting down and back up. Sitting your glutes down between your heels, allowing your knees to travel forwards and out, but keeping good heel pressure throughout. Maintain a nice upright posture. And we'll be linking this straight into some alternating leg, single leg Romanian deadlifts. So hinging at the hip, alternating sides. You can unlock your supporting leg, but you should be keeping a relatively straight leg and a fixed knee angle throughout the rep. A good tip is to keep the back toe pointing down. Sitting onto the floor, we're going for some 90-90 drops. So you're just dropping both knees over to one side, making contact with the floor, creating those 90-90 angles at the knees, just getting the hips moving. And from here, we'll be lying on our back, dropping side to side of the legs. So knees up, dropping down to one side. So I'm keeping my legs at a 90-degree angle. I'm trying to keep contact with the floor with the opposite shoulder blade as I drop down. Straight back to the feet and into that second round with those squats. Don't worry if you're a couple of seconds behind. Into the alternating single leg Romanian deadlifts. Try not to twist your hip, and you can do that by pointing the back toe down. Generally people go too far with the body like this and not high enough with the back leg, so I'd rather you be a little higher with the body and a little higher with the back leg if you don't fall over. So it's going to look more like this and less like this. Into those 90-90 drops. So lying on your back, knees up, side to side drops. So you shouldn't be coming all the way to the floor. You just want to drop about 2/3 of the way down, maintaining contact with the floor with the opposite shoulder. All right, so load up your barbell if you haven't already. If you've got a rack, great. If not, don't worry, you can make do without. We're going to do 4 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 3 rounds. And we'll be starting with a barbell back squat. I'll be using a weights belt for some of these. I've actually just filmed another video, so the weight belt just helps hold me together a little bit better. So get yourself ready to go. We've got a barbell back squat, 40 seconds, nice controlled tempo. Make sure your heels stay on the floor. Don't let your knees cave into the center. You want the bar on your traps, not on your neck. Controlling the lowering phase, making sure you're not excessively curling the tailbone under at the bottom. Next up, we're going to be doing a barbell Romanian deadlift. So unlocked knees, but basically straight legs after that. Just hinging at the hip. Getting back through. So you're gonna push the hips back. Great job. Moving on to the dumbbells now. We're going to do some alternating reverse lunges. You can do these with or without the weight, so feel free to do body weight. Make sure you're getting full depth to your lunges. That might mean getting rid of the weight and just doing body weight. Okay, just taking one dumbbell now. I'm going to do some lateral lunges, so side to side, holding the dumbbell at your chest. Trailing leg should be staying straight. The bent knee should be pushed out on the outside of your big toe. Don't let that bent leg collapse towards the center too much. Great job. So you got 45 seconds off now. So grab a quick drink if you need it. There's 1 of 3 rounds done. So we'll do that 2 more times before changing up the exercises. control that tempo on the way down. Hit your full depth. How wide your feet are is going to be down to your individual hip shape and flexibility. So some people like a wider squat, some people prefer a narrower. I recommend experimenting with different widths until you find the one that allows you the most comfortable depth, and then stick with that. Keep the bar really close to your body. So I'll actually start off in contact with my quads. Clear the knees without contact, but then come back in so close that it actually gently touches my shins, and then coming back up. That reduces the stress on the lower back. Onto the dumbbells, those reverse lunges. Right, alternating backwards lunges today. Just taking one dumbbell for those lateral lunges. Well done. 2 down, 1 to go. This workout is actually part of a barbell series called the Lift 2.0 barbell series. So well done if you're on that. You're in your final week right now. There's 16 workouts, 30 minutes each, spread over 4 weeks. So if you're already on that, keep going. And if you're not already on that, finish this workout, but download your free program guide in the description of this video. And you could go back to day 1 after this and start back from the start. This is the final set of back squats. Breathing wise, you want to breathe in, brace for the rep. Wait, make sure you're out of the hardest part before you release the breath. onto the lunges. Well done. So we keep the same way, 4 new exercises for the second section. Once you've completed this Lift 2.0 series, are you ready to step things up? If so, check out my combo series consisting of 16 45-minute barbell and dumbbell workouts over 4 weeks. This is the perfect progression to take your training to a new level. Day 1 of the combo series is linked in the description of this video. So starting with a wide stance, hands on the inside of the legs. I'm going to take that sumo stance, knees pushed out, toes turned out, bar nice and close to the body, and we're deadlifting. Feel free to do a little shoulder blade reset and a fresh breath embrace every rep. I want the bar starting over the shoelaces. Drop the hips in, tighten the back up. Okay, lying on the floor. If you've got a squat pad, grab that and it'll make it a bit more comfortable. But don't worry if you haven't. We're going to do some glute bridges. If you've got a bench, you can do these on the bench as well. So up, squeeze, hold, 3, 2, 1, down, and then straight back up. So we're going to be holding at the top for 2 to 3 seconds, but then minimizing any time spent on the floor. I'm going to push predominantly through the heels, try and flatten my abs out at the top as I scoot the tailbone under, giving a slight pelvic tilt to the hips. Obviously squeezing the glutes as well. Back to the feet, to the dumbbells now. I'm going to do a conventional dumbbell deadlift. So you're going to start hinging like a regular deadlift, but then when the dumbbells reach your knees, you're going to bend the legs and then press through. So you start off the movement like you're doing a Romanian, but then as the dumbbells approach knee level, you're going to bend your knees and get the quads to assist slightly, pressing through. You should still finish up with a fairly horizontal torso position at the bottom of the lift, keeping the dumbbells nice and close to your sides. Always finish your rep. Okay, this next one's tough. It might take you a round or two to get it. We're gonna have a very narrow split stance, holding the dumbbell like a goblet squat. We're gonna put all the weight in the front leg. We're gonna squat down, just adding a little bit of assistance with the back leg, back up. So I know this is challenging, but we're only doing 20 seconds per side. So we're gonna switch legs after this rep. So switch the front leg and go straight into the rep. So the back toe is about 4 inches behind the front heel. All my weight is in the front leg, just a little bit of support from that back leg. You can do this without the dumbbell. Great job. It's a nice single leg style squat variation. And there's round 1 of 3 in this second strength section. So we're going to start back with those sumo deadlifts. So I want, ideally, the knots of your shoelaces under the bar. Nice, wide sumo stance. Arms just inside of the knees. A slightly more upright position than a conventional deadlift at the start. I like to treat these like single reps. So I do a fresh brace, a fresh reset every rep. Getting ready for those glute bridges. So up and squeeze, down, and then straight back into the next rep. Onto those dumbbell deadlifts. So pushing the hips back, bending the knees, pressing through. So onto that narrow stance, split squat, treating it basically like a single leg squat with a slight back leg assistance. Try and control that front knee, making sure it's not collapsing in. You can do this just with your body weight and your arms out forwards for a bit of counterbalance if needed. Let the knee come forwards over the toe on the front leg, but obviously maintaining heel contact with the floor on the front leg. The back heel should be coming off. Great job. 2 rounds done. Just 1 to go, and then that's this workout complete. Well done. If you've been joining me on the Lift 2.0 series so far, you're into your final week. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And I might see you on the combo series after this. It's a slightly longer version with 45-minute workouts in the combo series. Pelvic tilt under, flatten the abs out, squeeze your glutes, hold at the top, minimize the rest at the bottom. And that's it, workout complete. Thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find it and where in the world are you following along from? I really do like hearing that. Here's a quick lower body cool down if you want to do that now. And here's the next day in the Lift 2.0 series. And I'll see you again soon for another workout.